Hey guys, it's me, and I wanted to make this video today to commemorate the new year and start off 2017 on a very positive note, and to leave behind all the bullshit that happened in 2016. And I guess this video is mainly to extend my arm out to those who suffer from depression or anxiety, suicidal thoughts, or anything of that nature. My message to you is it gets better, and it starts with you. I don't know if you guys remember the It Gets Better campaign or project that they had going a few years ago on YouTube where people made videos explaining how and why it gets better. So I guess this is my personal It Gets Better video. I'm a few years late though. Um, I guess to start off, I'll tell you about myself and how I developed my depression and my anxiety and how I overcome it. Um, I guess I noticed I was getting into depression and having horrible anxiety maybe around the age of 16. And it happened after I transferred to a new high school. And I was pretty upset about it because I wanted to stay at my old high school where I was in band, and that was probably the one of the greatest things you know that I had in my life. It was a great experience for me. It brought me out of my shell, and it really was really a way for me to express myself through something I love doing, which is music. And once I transferred to this new high school, it was hard for me. I didn't have any friends. Well, I mean, I did have friends, but they weren't ones that I talked to on a daily basis. Uh, they weren't people I could open up to pretty much. And I felt like I was hanging out with a different group every single time I went to school. And to be honest, it was kind of like that at my other high school too. I didn't really belong anywhere, even with my own mates from band. I kind of felt like I didn't fit in with them, and I think I felt that way because the majority of them were doing um, band since they were in middle school, and I had just started once I got into high school. So I guess I kind of felt like an outcast there. I was jumping from group to group uh, in both high schools, so that kind of put a toll on me. I think in the end, I would always just end up in the library because it was easier and I liked to read. Um, but it was around that time that I had switched to the different high school that I noticed I was having anxiety and, severe depression. I would have trouble leaving my house to walk to school because I would panic. So I would always have to go home right after first period or not go to school at all. So eventually I took an ultimatum and I just kind of dropped out because I was kind of tired of putting myself in those situations where I would either, be in first period and start freaking out on everybody. And so I ended up dropping out, and that was kind of the beginning of my, depression that kind of lasted a while, actually. It lasted, I want to say, maybe a year. Um, I dropped out when I was 17. So during that whole year, I pretty much just didn't do anything. I was home all the time on the computer, playing games or uh, Facebook or, whatever. And I wasn't doing anything with my life. So that put me in a very um, deep depression where I wouldn't even really talk to anybody either. It was just it was me, myself, and I. That's how it was for a very long time. And there was a point in my life where I actually was admitted to a psychiatric hospital because I had horrible thoughts about committing suicide. And I felt that way mainly because I felt like I was a failure at a lot of things. I failed school. Obviously, I didn't get to graduate or anything, and I just ended up becoming this person that I didn't know. And a lot of it too came from my childhood, where I had a lot of hatred in my heart for my dad because he wasn't always there. Um, and that kind of took a toll on me a lot. I was an angry person for many years, and it kind of ate me up inside. It turned me into this horrible person that I didn't want to be, into someone that I would never want to see my kids be. And So that also played a big part in my depression too. Um, but after I had gotten out of the hospital, um, I wanted to do better and be better. I wanted to be a good person, be a better person, and hopefully, never ever go down that path again. So once I turned 18, I ended up getting my first job at McDonald's. And that helped a lot because I was out in the open with people, I was being social, and I was, it was a way for me to leave my house. It was good practice for me. And I'm gonna be 22 in a few weeks, and I'm still at McDonald's. So I can honestly say that it's helped me a lot with my anxiety. Um, with depression wise, it helps a little bit because I was being social with people, but not so much. For the depression, I still carried it with me, and sometimes it made it hard to go to work. But thanks to some understanding managers that I had, they helped. They would talk to me and try to understand what it was like for me. And so for me, telling you that it gets better, it does. It'll get better for you, and it'll start with you. So for me at work, it started where I was actually able to talk to them and explain to them why I was feeling the way I was feeling and why it was so hard for me to do certain things. So talk to somebody. Even if it's to yourself, even if it's to your dog, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your best friend, anybody, talk to somebody because even the smallest things that you keep bottled up will stay with you. And it'll just push you farther and farther away from the person that you want to be. So, I want to thank the the few friends that I have, and thank you for putting up with me. Thank you for being someone I can lean on, people that I could talk to and express myself to. So thank you for that. It helps a lot. It may not seem that it gets a lot for you to talk to someone, but it does. It helps. It'll help you in many ways that you wouldn't even think of. And the second thing is find something that you enjoy doing. It could be something, playing video games, drawing, singing, listening to music, anything that gives you joy, do it. That helps so much. It really does. For me, I love playing video games. Um, I love playing with my brothers online. Um, it's something where I can, be myself. I can just do what I want in the game, and it's more of like it's a therapy to me. That's what it is for me, is a therapy. I can play games and just let go of my whole day. So find something you like doing. I recently started watching skateboarding videos on YouTube, and uh, that to me it's also like a therapy. I'll sit there and I'll binge watch videos. Go ahead and check them out at Braille Skateboarding on YouTube and their website. Um, their videos they're hilarious, they're great, and they make me laugh. So that's an important thing too, is to laugh. Um, Pretty much, those are the steps. You need to find someone to talk to, even if it's just yourself. You may look crazy, but it helps. Talk to somebody, find something you love doing, and third step, make it happen. If you want to be a good person, you want to be a better person, you don't want to be depressed anymore, make it happen. Um, it will take time. It's a process, but it will happen. And 2016 wasn't that great for me. I had a lot of falling backs. I had a lot of heartbreak. I had a lot of issues. But it's a new year, and a lot of people say new year, new me bullshit. But in this case, it's true. New year, new you. Don't let depression take hold of you. Don't let it consume you. Same thing with anxiety. Don't let it consume you. Don't let it be. Don't let it be the reason why you can't go out and do things you love doing. I still have trouble with it. Sometimes it's hard for me to go and visit my friends because of anxiety, but because of small things like my job and just going out and doing, even just going for a walk, it helps a lot. So you know, uh, just just those things that you need in life, like friends and anything that makes you happy. Those are the things you're gonna want to hold on to. So if you have even just one friend or a coworker, somebody, or something like music, video games, art, whatever you like to do, hold on to that. That is the one thing that's going to drive you into being the person that you want to be. So it's a new year, guys. Let's make it happen. Let's try to work on ourselves and, get to where we want to be. See you next time.